Good morning, everybody. I'm Sara Sach, a little bit of a dry throat, but I'm ready for some coffee and crochet with Sara, or should I say some diet lemonade. I went to the doctor yesterday. I had to do blood work last week. Everything is perfect. My cholesterol's down. My weight, I've lost another 12 pounds, which was good since my last appointment. And that's really good. I'm kind of perched on the front of my chair today. I've got Rosie behind me. Can you see her over here? She's not feeling too good. And when she doesn't feel good, she likes to sit behind me. So it makes me perch up on the front of my seat. But that's okay. Anywho, I'm trying to drink a lot more water. And this weekend I went to a ladies' missionary luncheon, and they were giving you a bottle of water and then these little packets you stick in your water, and one of them was diet raspberry lemonade. And so my granddaughter was noticing those who didn't drink theirs, because a lot of people just like plain water, and that's okay. And so she ran around and got a few of them for me so I could bring them home, because I really liked them. And since they were sugar-free. So anyway, I'm drinking raspberry lemonade, sugar-free. I don't even know what brand it is, but it is super good. And I've got it here in my Pioneer Woman canteen. And it keeps it nice and cold. So, no coffee for me today. What are you guys drinking? Clinkety, clink, clink, clink. Alrighty, so I have another table full of things to talk about today. And the first thing I want to talk about is it's Crochet and Craft Month. March is National Crochet Month and National Craft Month. And so we have a really nice mystery box giveaway. And I'm going to talk about it in just a minute. I want to wait until a few more people can get in here. But I did have something I want to talk to you about. I've had a lot of people ask me about the different crochet hooks that I'm using now, opposed to the ones that I used a few years ago. I'm going to click over to this other camera. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. But right here, I used to use this kind, and I really liked it, but you can see the letters are rubbing off of it. This is a set that my husband bought me from Hobby Lobby. I really liked it because the handles were small. I have short, chubby fingers and arthritis, and I thought it worked great. But the problem with these is the letters and numbers are rubbing off, and when I do a video tutorial, you cannot see that. And so I picked up this set. This is from Clover. I've got F, G, H, I, and J. I don't know if they make them in any other size, but you can see that they're a lot easier to read when I'm doing a tutorial, and it has this little rubber thing right here, and I really like that. It has just a little bit of sponge in it, and so I really like this set. They are a little more pricey. I've seen them on Amazon, and they're from Clover, so you could probably go to Clover and find them, but I really like them, and I've used them for a lot of years. I just really like this set as well. But like I said, the numbers are rubbing off and you can't see them. And so I switched back to my Clover set. I have not seen these any bigger than J though, but I have seen them lower than F. But they're from Clover, C-L-O-V-E-R, and you can look those up and find those online. But I had a lot of questions about those, so I thought I would go ahead and talk about that first and give people a chance to get in here so that I can show you all about our giveaway. So again, March is Craft and Crochet Month. It's our month. And so I'm going to do another big mystery box of yarn. I try to include about $75 worth of yarn in here. Different types of, like here's some scrubby yarns, some cotton, some large skeins, and a bunch of other stuff in here that I'm not going to tell you about because it's a mystery. Alrighty, so this is the medium-sized box that I'm filling up. And I will warn you, I'm going to stuff a lot in here. So if you're the winner, make sure you're in a big space, because when you open it up, the yarn's probably going to have a yarn explosion, okay? It's going to pop out because I'm going to cram as much yarn in here as I can. The price doesn't change for shipping as long as I get it all in the box, okay? So, how do you get involved in the mystery yarn giveaway? I know that's your next question. Super simple. Just comment on this video, whether you're watching it live or in the replay on YouTube. Every single comment, all of you that have already commented, you've already entered. And anyone who comments in the future on this particular video, you can't go to one of my old videos and comment. Oh, you can, but I mean, you won't be in for the enter for the winning of this mystery box. Give me 2 seconds to wet my whistle here, and I'll tell you what else we're going to do. I love that raspberry lemonade. Okay, so now just a reminder, when I tell you you're the winner, which I will announce 2 weeks from today on our live video on Tuesday, I will tell you the name of the winner. We'll put it in that random generator for Google, and I'll tell you who the winner is. When I tell you that, do not put your email address or shipping address in any comments that anyone can get to, okay? And if you ever have a question or have something you want to say, you can always go to my webpage, which you'll find down in the description box under this video and every video, where it says website. Click that link, and it'll go over, and you'll see one that says I was going to say crochet us, contact us, and then hit that little tab, and it'll shoot an email right to me. You can send me pictures of your work. You can ask questions and things like that. And that's how I will get your information. We don't ever want to put our email addresses or any of our personal information in any comments, okay? Because, you know, we don't like the bots and the spams and all that stuff. And we don't want any of that at all. I'm trying to protect you, okay? We don't want any of that at all. Okay. So, today's the big mystery box giveaway, and 2 weeks from today, I'll announce the winner. Okay, now, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is where was I at last week? And I went to Joann Fabrics and Craft Store. And I love Joann Fabric and Craft Store. A couple people said they didn't care for it, but that's okay. We all have different things that we look for when we go to a craft store. I'm looking for a bright, clean store. I'm looking for lots of yarn and different varieties, different brands, and that's what Joann's has. But I'm also looking for buttons and fabrics and different things to go along with my crafts, because I don't just do crochet. I mostly do crochet. But, you know, there's lots of other things, crochet hooks and things that go along with it. And if you want to see that video, I posted the link underneath this video as well, and it's also on YouTube. And I explained to you last week how you can find the live videos. They move things around on pages, and so they're kind of hard to find. But just go to my YouTube channel. There's a tab at the top that says live. Click that tab, and then underneath it, it'll say ask you if you want to be notified, and just click that notification button. It's super simple. It used to be you could subscribe and they would tell you, and then it was subscribe and hit the bell, and you should do that too. But they don't always notify you. If you're not notified of our live video, every Tuesday, 10:30 Central Time, and like I always say, unless something happens, we're going to be there. So just go over there and it's there. Okay? All right, so if you want to see my video that we did last week about Joann's craft store and what I bought, can't go without buying stuff. You can watch that video as well. All right, now, next week is Maximo and Rosie's birthday. Where'd she go? She's still back there? There she is. Maximo's over there asleep on his cushion. On March 17th, Maximo and Rosie, that's their gotcha day. And we will have Maximo for 15 years and Rosie for 14 years. And so we're going to do, this Friday, I've got a fun little birthday thing planned. We're going to do a pattern that is for the dogs, but you can use it for something else as well. And this little technique that I'm going to show you can be used on anything. Okay? And then it's going to be a lot of fun. If you and the thing is, if you're not into dogs, it's okay. Oh, I thought I was going to sneeze. Achoo! But anyway, what we're gonna be doing, I'm not going to tell you because you have to wait for Friday's video. But whatever it is that we're doing, the technique that I'm going to show you of something that we're going to make for the dogs can be used for other things as well, not just puppy birthdays. All right, and so it's kind of fun. I worked with it for quite a while till I got it the way I liked it, and I just love it. I think it turned out great, and I'm excited to show it to you on Friday. All right, now, oh, I forgot. I had someone ask me about my crooked needles. All right, these are the needles that I like to use. These are actually called bent tip needles. And these I bought at Hobby Lobby. I was there Saturday with my daughter. She has an Etsy shop where she makes baby things, and she needed some yarn. She loves to buy the I Love This yarn because it's so soft, and they're baby yarn for her projects. And she had a lot of orders, and so we went to Hobby Lobby, and I remember to grab a pack of these. Okay, you get two sizes, and you can see they're $2.79. I'm trying to do it so the glare's not on there. And I like these because they're perfect. The smaller one's perfect for like your 3-weight, 4-weight, and the larger one's perfect for the 5 to 6 weight. And you just need a pack of 2. And for $2.79, it's worth it. I'm trying to see if there's sizing on here, but I don't see it anywhere. 100% steel. But just so you know, these are not in the crochet or yarn department. These are over in the sewing department, okay? So when you're looking for these, a lot of people look for these over by the crochet hooks. Look for them over by the tapestry type stuff, over on their wall where they have all the odd things like Velcros and straight pins, things like that. Notions, that's the word. That's where I found these. And these are Yarnology. And what you would think, these would be over in the yarn section, but they were not. just FYI. Well, they might be at your Hobby Lobby. But anyway, that's where I found those. And I love these. A lot of the bent tip ones are great when you're doing ammies and stuffed animals and things. But I also like them because when you're weaving in, you need to get around those stitches and through those fibers of the yarn. And that bent tip really makes it nice to get through there. I forgot I wanted to show you those. All right, so what's new this week at Posh Pooch Designs? Do you like my headband? Okay, I am a total headband girl. And I had this pattern. It's about 10 or 12 years old. And it's called the Simple Twisted Headband. And I had a friend of mine. She's like, are you ever going to update that pattern on your video? I'm like, yes, it's on the list. All right, so we did. And this is, I had this one on the other day. It's my favorite. But because it's so dark and busy, it's really hard to see how the twist works. It's a super simple pattern because really all it is stitched in long rows. And we did an alternating row of 3 half double crochet rows and then the twist or the crochet cross, which looks like little cables. And we repeated that 4 row, and then we do 1 twist and stitch the end together. And so it's just got a twist right in the center, and it's super easy and super fun to do. And if you make it according to the pattern, it's going to fit a head that's about 22 to 24 inches. Keep in mind, it's very stretchy. I make mine a little bit smaller because I kind of have a small head. I do mine to fit about an 18 inch, but all you have to do is take your tape measure as you stitch your rows, stop when it's long enough, and then you put it together, twist it, put it together, and you're done. So it'll work for any size head. Boys, girls, there we go. A lot of people like to use them for skiing because they can just take this and put this right over their ears, and it keeps the wind out. I don't mind. I like my ears sticking out. But I am a total headband girl. I have long hair, so I like to keep it out of my face. And this is fun to wear if you're just going to throw it on and go run to the grocery store or to the yarn store, you know. And you don't want to put a whole lot of effort into curling and you know, teasing up your hair. So anyway, we redid this pattern last Friday for our Friday Fun Day, and it's had really good reviews. And I'm so glad people like it because I love it. And I like a pattern that I can stitch up quickly, I can wear. They make great gifts. If you want to give somebody like a bathroom set, you can add this in there because they can use it to hold their hair back to wash their face, you know, and things like that. And that's why I'm wearing my really bright shirt today and my really bright earrings, because I have on a bright headband. And I'm heading to the store after this to go pick up some prescriptions and some food. And so I'm ready to go. I just have to pop on my shoes because I'm in my slippers. And then I can just go run my errands. The other thing that we did was yesterday, we did this plant pot. And this one's a little bigger than the other ones that I have made. The other ones I have made are like 5 to 6 inch pots. This is a 6 to 8 inch, and it's really pretty. Let me show you the other ones. I'll show them to you in this other camera, just to make it easier to see. This is the bright one that goes in my kitchen. It's absolutely beautiful. I have bright colors in there. And then this one is pastels with some bright colors in there, and it's super easy to make. We start with the bottom and we make it nice and flat so it sits at the bottom of our pot. We have some holes so water can get out if necessary. I always buy those clear plastic little trays. They're like 97 cents for 4 of them or something, to go on the bottom of this size pot because I like to do a lot of transplanting. This is a transplant for my philodendron. And if you don't know, philodendrons are perfect for filtering out the air in your house. And so I like to transplant my philodendrons and get them all over the house. And so I buy those thin little plastic things. I slide them on the bottom of the pot, and then I put this on there. But you can also just use this. If you make it out of cotton or acrylic, both will work fine, and the water will come through some of these holes. The thing about the cotton, and I prefer the cotton. A lot of people don't like using cotton for this project, but I do. The acrylic or a cotton, if you use this outside, you're going to get some fading from the sun. It's going to happen. And I do these about every 2 years. Now, since we moved into this new house, I threw away a lot of my old ones that were pretty worn out, and I'm making some new ones. I have this stair step. If you watched my walk through my house when we moved into our new house, you'll notice I have a stair step thing in the corner. Hang on 2 seconds. My throat just gets so dry. Anyway, I have this stair step thing. It was a gift from my mother-in-law and father-in-law that someone had made for them, and they gave it to me. And it's one of my favorite things that I've ever been given. And it's just platform. I think I have coffee cups on it right now. But what I like to do is do my transplants and like my herbs and spices and put them on this thing, because there's 2 windows right there. And use this size pots and some smaller ones. And I want them to be covered and look pretty. And so then I'll put them all on this stairwell, because it goes from the ceiling to the floor. In this house, it doesn't go to the ceiling because there's really high ceilings here. And I think it's got about 16 different steps. Anyway, I'm making a bunch of new ones, and these are just from my yarn scraps. I didn't go buy any more cotton. I have my balls of cotton that I've rolled up and, you know, made them for. Now, this one is, of course, a bigger one. And I have patterns for smaller ones as well. On this particular pattern, I have underneath it put the link to the written pattern, of course, because all my patterns have written patterns with pictures. But also, if you go there with this one, the pattern for the smaller one is linked also. Okay? It's underneath in that description box. So, if you want to make the big size or the small size, both those patterns are there. They're written patterns with pictures and videos, of course. And that's just a reminder. Also, all of my patterns that are on YouTube, I have over 1,000 now on YouTube, all have underneath the pattern, underneath the video, description box. In that description box, you will find a link to the written pattern with pictures. And I do that because a lot of people like to have the written pattern to follow along with the video. And some people just use the video, some people just use the written pattern. But I want it all there because my goal in life is for everybody to crochet. I don't care who you are. I've said this 100 times. Man, woman, boy or girl, all of y'all need to crochet. And if I could teach my puppies to crochet, I would. So keep Rosie in your mind and your hearts because she's not doing too good. She's not feeling very good. And she's been having some struggles with arthritis lately also. And today she's not feeling good. And when she doesn't feel good, she needs her mama. And so she'll sit behind me on the chair. That's why I said earlier in the video, I'm kind of perched up on the edge of the chair because she's back there. Okay. And so, I mean, really, that is all I've got for you today. I thought I had a gazillion things. But anyway, now remember, on Friday, we're going to do Maximo and Rosie's birthday. And then I've got a fun little birthday pattern on Friday. And I got something really fun for next Monday also I'm really excited about. I think you're going to enjoy making it. It's fun. And it's going to be fun to wear. And so that's happening. We also have a new... this isn't the blanket, but I have a blanket that I had on here. I've got it in the other room because I'm testing the pattern, getting it all ready for our Scrap Happy pattern this month. We're going to be doing that chevron blanket that was on the back of my chair a couple weeks ago. I reverted back to this one. This one is the one that's called the Scrapalicious blanket, and it's just a rectangle granny blanket, and you can see it's got 1, 2, 3, I think 4 strands of yarn held together and works up really fast. And it's a really great way to get rid of a lot of your yarn that you think isn't very pretty. But then you put it together and it looks really pretty with other yarns. And that's one of the things I love about the Scrap Happy stuff that we're doing. Is because you think, oh, that yarn is not very pretty. It doesn't look good. Why did I buy that yarn? You know, I have some that are like that. And so then you put them together with other colors and you're like, wow, that looks really nice. And so, yeah. And that's why I love the Scrap Happy project. And I've already got the one for April on out to testers. And May is on the designing. And so we're going to have some fun this year. I know last year we did Scrap Happy and everybody just loved it. And I had a lot of requests just to keep going with it. And so this is year 2 doing a Scrap Happy project a month. And it's a lot of fun. A lot of people have a lot of leftover scraps. And like I said, they just don't know what to do with them. And if we can put them together and make some really fun and useful things, then it's not wasted, you know? So... that reminds me, she said her brother got a puppy. My granddaughter Zoe got a new puppy. The puppy, from what they got it from a rescue, and from what they understand, she's part hound dog and part Jack Russell. She is the cutest little thing. Her name is Clarabelle. And Zoe, the puppy is 10 weeks old, and they're learning all about how to take care of a new puppy, and it's a lot of work. Puppies are a lot of work. I told my daughter-in-law Christina, I said, it's like having a newborn baby because they are needy and they need to go outside a lot and and they eat a lot. So I gave her some toys that Max and Rosie don't play with anymore, and they got her a bed. So I'm real excited for them. She's wanted a puppy for a long time. She loves my dogs, but my dogs are not at the age where they want to play anymore. They don't want to chase a ball. They don't really want to play anymore. And this puppy is just full of life. And like I said, her name is Clarabelle, and they calling her Clara Bear and Clara for short. And so she's just adorable. If you go to, well, I'm trying to think if I put a picture on my Posh Pooch Designs page. I may have. I can't remember. But anyway, she's super cute. And I recommended that they go to PetSmart and go through the puppy class because it'll help you a lot. If you don't know anything about taking care of a brand new puppy, they have the classes that you can teach them commands, and it also helps you learn what they need. And so I really recommend that if you do. So anyway, let's keep my Rosie Bear here, or Rosie Belle, in your prayers and your thoughts, because I hope she gets better and is feeling better in the next couple of days. She has a real sensitive stomach, and all it takes is a change, and it could be the change of Clarabelle being around, and she starts throwing up and having other issues. So hope she feels better soon. I love my Rosie Belle. All right, so I have covered everything. And remember, all the comments that you have made enter you in the giveaway for the mystery box. Okay? And I'll announce the winner in 2 weeks on our Tuesday live video. Okay? So, tell all your friends to come comment, or if you want better chances, don't. I can't believe I just said that. Oh, well. I still cannot remember that joke someone told me about Captain Hook and Crochet. They told me what it was, and it has to do with... Wait. Oh, I know what it was. It was... what is it called when Captain Hook misses... what is it called when Captain Hook skips school? It's called playing hooky, which it is. I can't tell a joke, guys. Alrighty. On that note, I'll see you next week.